And we are underway in Buffalo. Lance now on first down. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, are so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Now he's forced out left. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Unable to escape, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On play action, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing is Allen on third. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. This is caught by Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Allen's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To the air, Allen. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
This is taken at the 10. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st down, Allen. It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, Singletary. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 16. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Flush to his right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen checks that one down complete to Moss. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, tight down, there you go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. They'll run on first down with Moss. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Moss going to have a first down and more. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lance going to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the running game with Mostert. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. Able to fight through one. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Samuel bringing in the slant. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check safety, check safety.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Check, check, 154, 154. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
On play action, Allen going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, 31 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down at 5. Allen off the play fake. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Moss. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 17 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception. Lance. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a 1st down, and the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that set.